A sky full of fire. The sky above the shattered moon burned like a dying star. Ships exploded in silence. Fragments of metal fell through space like deadly rain. In the middle of that chaos, one human soldier did something unexpected. He survived. And that single mistake would soon change the fate of 2 civilizations. The soldier who refused to die. Lieutenant Aaron Vale of the United Earth Fleet did not remember the exact moment he got hit. One moment he was running across the battlefield while explosions shook the ground. The next moment the ground itself exploded beneath him. A wave of heat knocked him backward. His armor cracked. His shoulder burned where an alien energy blade had sliced through the metal. He rolled behind a broken piece of wreckage, breathing heavily. "Okay," he whispered. "This is officially the worst day of my life." Above him, the sky looked wrong. Alien warships, tall and curved like silver spears, floated above the battlefield. Human cruisers fired back desperately. Light flashed everywhere. A battle between civilizations. And humanity was losing. Aaron slowly stood up, holding his injured shoulder. The wound glowed faintly with blue energy. "That can't be healthy," he muttered. Before he could move again, shadows surrounded him. Alien soldiers stepped forward. Tall. Silent. Armored in smooth silver suits that looked grown instead of built. Their weapons pointed at him. Aaron raised his hands. "Good news," he said. "I surrender." The aliens said nothing. They simply grabbed him and dragged him away. The palace of the unknown. Aaron expected a prison. Instead, he was dragged through the most beautiful hallway he had ever seen. The floor reflected soft blue light. The walls curved upward like flowing waves of metal and crystal. It looked less like a warship, and more like a royal palace. He squinted at the glowing walls. "You know," he said casually, "for a species currently invading our solar system, you guys have amazing interior design." No answer. He sighed. Tough crowd. Pain shot through his shoulder again. The glowing wound burned like fire. Ahead of them, enormous doors slowly opened. Aaron stopped talking. Because what waited inside was not a prison. It was a throne room. A court of alien nobles. The chamber was enormous. Floating platforms hovered in the air. Elegant alien figures stood upon them wearing robes made of shimmering light. An entire alien royal court. And every single one of them stared at him. Aaron swallowed. "Well," he whispered. "This is awkward." The guards forced him to his knees. Pain exploded through his shoulder again. He clenched his teeth but refused to cry out. If he was about to die, he would at least look brave doing it. At the far end of the chamber stood a throne carved from pale glowing stone. And sitting on that throne was the alien queen. The queen who looked almost human. Aaron blinked in confusion. Because the queen looked human. Mostly. Her face had the same elegant structure as a human woman. Her dark hair flowed over silver robes that shimmered like starlight. But there was one clear difference. Her ears were long and slightly pointed. Like something from ancient human mythology. Aaron stared. "Okay," he whispered. "Did not expect space elves." The queen slowly stood. The entire chamber fell silent. She walked toward him with calm, graceful steps. Every alien noble watched carefully. Aaron straightened his back. "Your Majesty," he said respectfully. "Before this continues, I would like to officially state that the explosion earlier was definitely not my fault." No one laughed. He coughed awkwardly. "Still working on alien humor, I guess." The queen stopped directly in front of him. Her eyes studied him with deep curiosity. Not hatred. Not anger. Curiosity. That alone made Aaron nervous. The healing touch. Her gaze moved to his shoulder. The glowing wound. The torn armor. Without warning, the queen knelt in front of him. The alien nobles gasped. Murmurs spread across the chamber. Aaron froze. He said carefully. "I feel like the queen kneeling in front of the captured enemy soldier might break several royal rules." She ignored him. In her hand appeared a small metallic device. No larger than a coin. It activated with a quiet hum. Soft blue light glowed. Then she gently pressed it against his shoulder. Aaron gasped. The pain vanished instantly. Not slowly. Not gradually. Instantly. Warm light spread through his arm. The torn flesh repaired itself. The glowing wound disappeared. His armor sealed. His skin healed. Aaron rotated his shoulder slowly. No pain. He whispered in shock. He stared at her. That is the best medical treatment I have ever received. The entire chamber was silent. Every alien watched carefully. The Queen studied him for a long moment. Then she spoke. Her voice was calm, soft, but powerful. You belong to me now, human. The words echoed through the chamber. Aaron blinked. Then looked around at the shocked alien nobles. Then back at her. I feel like... He said slowly. I missed a very important cultural explanation. A mystery begins. Hours later, Aaron woke up inside a strange room. The ceiling floated. The bed adjusted itself automatically. His shoulder was completely healed. A door opened. 3 alien scientists entered the room. They stopped the moment they saw him awake. Aaron raised a hand. Hello. They stared. You are conscious, one said. Big fan of consciousness, Aaron replied. I try to experience it daily. Again. No one laughed. One scientist whispered nervously. The Queen has marked him. Another whispered back. But that is impossible. Aaron frowned. Okay, he said slowly. I'm starting to feel like I'm part of a conversation that I'm not invited to. The tallest scientist stepped forward carefully. The Queen has chosen you. Aaron blinked. I'm sorry. Chosen me for what? The alien hesitated, then answered quietly. For war. And far away in the galaxy, something ancient had just noticed humanity. The human who should not exist. The alien scientists continued staring at Aaron Vale like he was some kind of dangerous puzzle. Not a prisoner. Not a guest. Something else. Something they did not understand. Aaron stretched his arm again. Still perfect. No pain. No wound. Whoever invented that tiny blue medical device deserved a Nobel Prize, he thought. Or several. He looked back at the aliens. So, quick question, he said. If your Queen healed me, does that mean I'm a prisoner with healthcare, or a guest who got kidnapped? The 3 aliens exchanged nervous glances. One of them finally spoke. You are neither. Aaron tilted his head. That is, not comforting. The tallest alien stepped closer. The Queen has chosen you. That makes you something else. Aaron raised an eyebrow. Let me guess. A royal pet. The alien looked confused. No. Aaron sighed. That was a joke. Again. Silence. He shook his head. Your species seriously needs comedians. The truth about the mark. One of the scientists activated a floating screen in the air. Strange alien symbols moved across the surface. Aaron pointed at the display. Okay, that looks very scientific. But unless you suddenly downloaded English into it, I have no idea what I'm looking at. The scientist adjusted the display. The symbols changed. Human language appeared. Aaron leaned forward. His eyes widened. The screen showed a scan of his body. And something glowing inside his shoulder. A symbol. A strange, geometric mark of blue light. Aaron touched his shoulder slowly. What is that? The alien answered carefully. The Queen's bond. Aaron blinked. Her, what? The Queen healed you, the alien explained. But when she healed you, she also marked you. Marked me for what? The alien hesitated. Aaron leaned forward. For what? The scientist finally answered. For command. Aaron stared. I'm sorry. Command of what exactly? Before the alien could answer, the door opened, and the room instantly went silent. The alien queen had entered. The queen's decision. She walked slowly into the chamber. Elegant. Calm. Every alien in the room lowered their head respectfully. Aaron looked around. Then shrugged. Okay, I guess I should also bow. He attempted a half bow while sitting on the bed. The queen watched him with quiet amusement. You adapt quickly, human. Aaron smiled slightly. Human survival skill. We adapt or we die. Her eyes sharpened. Yes. I have noticed. She stepped closer and studied him again. Aaron crossed his arms. So, Your Majesty. I've been told I'm now something called chosen, which sounds important, but also slightly terrifying. The Queen nodded. You are both. Aaron waited. She continued. Your species is young. Primitive. Aaron opened his mouth. She raised a hand. But also dangerous. Aaron closed his mouth again. Thank you. I think. The Queen looked toward the scientists. Leave us. They immediately exited the room. The door closed. Now only two beings remained. A human soldier. And an alien queen. Why humans frighten the galaxy. The Queen activated another holographic display. Stars appeared in the air. Dozens of alien civilizations. Huge territories across the galaxy. Then she highlighted Earth. A tiny glowing dot. You see this? Aaron nodded. Yeah. My home. The Queen zoomed outward. Around Earth were hundreds of advanced civilizations. Powerful empires. Ancient species. Humanity looked small. Insignificant. Aaron frowned. So we are surrounded. Great. The Queen spoke calmly. No. You are feared. Aaron laughed. Us. We just discovered faster-than-light travel 50 years ago. The Queen zoomed the map again. Showing battle records. Human ships fighting enemies twice their size. Human engineers creating strange weapons from broken technology. Human soldiers surviving impossible odds. The Queen looked at him. Other species follow rules. Humans break them. Aaron smiled slightly. Yeah, that sounds about right. She stepped closer. You invent solutions in chaos. You fight when logic says surrender. You survive when survival is mathematically impossible. Aaron shrugged. It's kind of our thing. The Queen's voice grew serious. And that is why the Empire fears you. Aaron frowned. What Empire? The real enemy. The hologram changed again. A massive red territory appeared across the galaxy. An empire so large it covered thousands of star systems. Aaron stared. Okay, that looks bad. The Queen nodded. They are coming. For your world. Aaron's smile disappeared. And you plan to stop them? She looked directly into his eyes. No. I plan for you to stop them. Aaron blinked. I'm sorry. You want a human soldier to stop a galaxy empire. That seems ambitious. The Queen placed a hand gently on his healed shoulder. The glowing symbol beneath his skin pulsed softly. You misunderstand. You are not one soldier anymore. Aaron frowned. What does that mean? The Queen answered quietly. The mark I gave you connects you to our command network. Aaron froze. You mean? She nodded. You can control my fleet. Aaron slowly stood up. His brain struggled to process the information. You just gave a human soldier control of an alien navy. Yes. Aaron looked at her. You realize humans are famous for terrible ideas. She smiled slightly. That is why I chose you. Humanity's unpredictable weapon. Suddenly alarms echoed through the ship. Red lights flashed. The Queen turned toward the window. Outside the massive warship, dozens of enormous vessels appeared from hyperspace. Aaron stepped closer to the glass. The ships were enormous, each one bigger than a city. Dark, cold, terrifying. Aaron swallowed. I'm guessing those are not friendly. The Queen answered quietly. No. They are the Empire. The alien fleet began powering weapons. Thousands of guns. Millions of drones. Enough power to erase planets. Aaron looked at the alien Queen. Then at the glowing symbol on his shoulder. Then back at the massive enemy fleet. He slowly smiled. Okay. The Queen looked surprised. You are not afraid? Aaron shook his head. No. He cracked his knuckles. Because humanity has a very specific talent. The Queen tilted her head. What talent? Aaron grinned. We win fights we should absolutely lose. Outside the window, the first enemy battleship fired, and the war for the future of the galaxy had just begun. The moment before the storm. The enormous enemy fleet hung in space like a wall of darkness. Thousands of warships. Each one massive. Each one designed for destruction. The alien empire had arrived. Inside the Royal Command deck, every alien officer stood in tense silence. Screens flashed with warnings. Weapons systems powered up. Shield levels rose. But the room was focused on one person. A human. Lieutenant Aaron Vale stood in the center of the command platform, staring at the battlefield through a massive transparent window. Beside him stood the alien Queen. Calm. Silent. Watching. Aaron rubbed his chin thoughtfully. Okay, he said slowly. So let me confirm something. He pointed toward the massive enemy fleet. Those ships out there, they outnumber us. The Queen nodded. By 3-1. Aaron nodded. And they are more advanced. Yes. And stronger. Yes. Aaron sighed. Fantastic. He turned toward the alien officers. All right. Let's do something stupid. The alien commanders looked confused. One of them asked carefully. Define, stupid. Aaron grinned. Human strategy. The most human battle plan ever. Aaron activated the command interface. The glowing mark on his shoulder lit up. Immediately, hundreds of ships appeared on the tactical display. The alien fleet. Now under his command. The officers watched nervously. Aaron studied the map for a moment. Then he gave his first order. Split the fleet. Gasps filled the room. The chief commander stepped forward quickly. That is impossible. If we divide our forces, the Empire will destroy us piece by piece. Aaron nodded. Correct. The commander blinked. Then why do it? Aaron smiled. Because they expect us to play smart. The Queen watched silently. Curious. Aaron continued. Human warfare rule number 1. If your enemy thinks you are predictable, you already lost. He began moving ships across the holographic map. Groups of ships separating. Flying in strange directions. Not forming defensive lines. Not forming attack formations. The alien commanders grew nervous. This formation makes no sense, one whispered. Aaron nodded happily. Exactly. The enemy's fatal mistake. Across space, the Empire fleet reacted. Their commanders studied the incoming alien fleet. They saw chaos. Disorganized movement. Ships spreading apart. Breaking formation. The Empire interpreted this as fear. Weakness. Retreat. Their admiral smiled. Advance. Thousands of ships surged forward. Their fleet moved like a giant hammer. Direct. Powerful. Simple. Aaron watched their movement. Then he laughed. Got you. The alien officers looked confused. What? Aaron pointed at the map. They think we're running. But we're not. He zoomed the map outward. The scattered alien ships were not random. They were forming something. A massive circle. Around the Empire fleet. The realization slowly spread across the room. The alien commander whispered, "A trap." Aaron snapped his fingers. Bingo. The weapon humans invented in 5 minutes. The alien commander looked at Aaron. "But even if we surround them, their shields are too strong." Aaron nodded. "True." He turned to the engineering officer. "Remember those mining drones you guys use?" The alien blinked. "Yes." Aaron smiled. "Perfect." Minutes later, thousands of small mining drones launched from the alien fleet. Tiny machines. Harmless. Slow. They drifted toward the Empire ships. The enemy fleet ignored them. Why waste weapons on mining drones? Aaron crossed his arms. "Now we wait." The alien commander asked nervously, "For what?" Aaron grinned. "For the fun part." Suddenly every drone activated. Instead of mining lasers, they emitted intense electromagnetic bursts. A wave of energy exploded across the battlefield. Hundreds of Empire ships flickered. Their shields glitched. Systems overloaded. The alien officers stared in shock. "You used construction tools as weapons." Aaron shrugged. "Humans weaponize everything." The moment humanity changed the war. Aaron slammed his hand on the command console. "Now!" The alien fleet fired. Thousands of energy cannons lit up space. The Empire ships struggled to react. Their shield systems were still unstable. Explosions erupted everywhere. Entire battleships shattered. Enemy cruisers spun out of control. The once unstoppable Empire fleet began collapsing. Inside the command room, the alien officers stared in disbelief. Aaron leaned against the console. Never underestimate creative stupidity. The Queen watched the battlefield carefully. Ships of the Empire continued exploding. Their fleet scattered in panic. For the first time in centuries, the Empire was losing. To humans. The Queen's real plan. The Queen turned toward Aaron. "You see it now." Aaron looked at her. "See what?" She gestured to the battlefield. "The future." Aaron watched the broken Empire fleet retreat. Alien officers cheering. The first real victory. He smiled. "Yeah. The future looks pretty good." The Queen shook her head. "You misunderstand." She stepped closer. "You are not the future of this battle." Aaron frowned. "What?" "You are the future of the galaxy." Aaron blinked. "I feel like that comes with paperwork." The Queen smiled slightly. The Empire feared humanity. Now they will fear something worse. Aaron tilted his head. "Worse?" The Queen answered calmly. "Human leadership." Aaron stared out the window at the stars. Hundreds of alien ships now waited for his orders. An entire alien fleet. Following a human. He rubbed his neck. "Okay. This is officially the weirdest promotion I've ever had." He looked at the Queen. "So what happens now?" She answered simply. "Now we teach the galaxy why humans never surrender." Aaron cracked his knuckles. Then smiled. "Yeah. I think the galaxy is about to learn that lesson the hard way." And somewhere far away in the darkness of space, the Empire began preparing for war. Because they had just discovered something terrifying. Humanity was not the weakest species in the galaxy. It was the most dangerous.